Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at the Credit Collection Cara Dune. So this was a gift from one of my subscribers, and I did an unboxing video, this one and two other figures, and I'm going to put a link in the description below, so please check out that video. Yeah, but this video is all about this. So as you can see, it comes on this beautiful card back. Classic Kenner logo, great looking picture there. Through the bubble, you can see Cara looking just fine, and it comes with two blasters. The heavy blaster is the RT97C. I could not find the name of the blaster pistol, and she also comes with a knife. And just above the bubble, you've got this little Imperial credit with the Arabesh letters ROWE. And on the back of the card, you have the same picture as the front, just more of it. So this scene is from when she fought the Zabrak on Sorgan. I believe that was the planet's name. It was sort of a, like an MMA style fight, and of course she chokes him out. But yeah, that's what that's from. Pretty cool picture. I like that a lot. And then you've got a short blurb that they wrote in 5 different languages, barcode, stuff no one reads. And through the plastic on the bottom, you can see that little piece of paper that's in every one of them. I'm going to get the Credit Collection Cara Dune open. Let's take a look at her. All right, so I got Credit Collection Cara Dune open. I also have the regular Black Series release of Cara Dune here to do some comparisons to in a second. But I'm going to put that one aside, and let's get the Credit Collection up here. I tell you, this is a beautifully done figure. Love the face. The eyes look good. The mouth, the nose, the skin tone is fantastic. The little rebel tattoo, it's probably not going to focus on just that dot, but it looks good. That little green in the hair is awesome. You got some purple going through this side. I just noticed I got a little bit of paint whoopsie or something down here. Yeah, that looks really cool right there. I like that a lot. The hair comes down on this side. Really nice sculpt. Some nice waves. You got a nicely detailed braid right there that looks pretty neat. I like that. And there's the collar. You got some little paint there, kind of coming around. Nothing on the back except that little thing right there. But since we're back here, this is a beautiful sculpt. Really nice texture. Got some detail there. And that's what the front looks like. Some paint. And some more paint up here. Nicely detailed. Got some paint there on that shoulder pad. This little tattoo here, I'll go ahead and bring this up now. This one on the Credit Collection is a lot darker. It's a lot more prevalent. Yeah, I kind of like this one better. Yeah, it's a big difference. And that's what that Van Brace looks like. Got some detail back here, a little bit of orange paint there. Let's see, nothing on the inside. And then this side, it's just green. But man, this green is killer. I mean, what a beautiful shade of green. That's, it's so good. And you got a little bit of green on the back of the glove there. Belt, very nice sculpt. You got some red in there. Coming around, there's her holster. The holster's nice and flexible. You got some more sculpt back here, some more red, really nice. Got some little texturing there on the side of it. On the side of each cheek. Legs coming down again. Really nice texture. And you got one nice bright green knee pad. Nothing on this side. You have this going on over here. And the boots are great. Love this little sculpt up here. You got some little thingies going on there, some nice wrinkles, and you got some little bit of dirtiness on top or just some paint. Yeah, what a beautifully done figure. In fact, if this was my only Cara Dune, I would be fine with this one. I mean, this one really, really looks good. But comparing the two, I mean, obviously you got some green and purple paint in the hair. This one's just, black. Faces are the same. They didn't really change the face much. This, obviously more paint. They're starting to hold hands. Yeah, like I mentioned, the tattoo is more prevalent on the Credit Collection. That's that. You got some scratches on this one, whereas that one's just painted. That side, it's just green, and on the regular, you got some scratches. And as far as belts, I mean, it's obviously the same belt, but everywhere that's silver on this one is red on this one. And same goes for the back. In fact, I think on the red, you tend to lose a lot of the detail, whereas the silver, you can see all these little lines and all the little sculpt in there. This one on the, where it's just solid red, it kind of gets lost in there. But boy, that red pops. And especially on the front, I mean, the red just stands out, looks so good. But on the regular release, you can see all this detail. So it's kind of a trade-off. And as far as legs, I mean, it's just a different color is all. They didn't really do too much on the legs on the Credit Collection in the way of wacky paint. It's just a different color. Now, they painted these silver on the regular release, whereas on the Credit Collection, it's just, It's the same color as the boot. Same boots, but yeah, this one's got a little bit of paint on the toes. I like both of these a lot. I mean, this is obviously, more screen accurate. But again, like I said, if this was my only Cara Dune, I'd be fine with it. I mean, I really like this thing a lot. And I think I will run through articulation real quick on this. So the head can go side to side. The hair kind of gets in the way. I don't know, not too much. It kind of hangs up over here. But yeah, you got some side to side for sure. You have just a little bit of down, but it wants to spring back up. And you have that much up. The hair sculpt runs into this big old collar back here. And you've got some okay tilt there. So these shoulder pads are somewhat soft, but they kind of stick out a little bit, so the arms can get to there. Now, as far as rotating arms around, it kind of stops it. I mean, you can really force it, but I don't want to hurt this up here. Yeah, they do move a little bit, but yeah, that's about as far as you can go with arms up before you really start to deform the shoulder pad. And you've got single jointed elbows that get past 90. You've got a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. The right hand is hinged up and down, and that is absolutely beautiful. And you got a side-to-side hinge on the left. You've got some swivel at the midsection. She crunches forward that much, but it kind of wants to spring back a little bit. And she goes back that much. And you've got some side-to-side tilt also. The legs get up to there. You've got an upper thigh swivel. So with the holster being nice and soft, the legs can get out that far. That does not impede that at all. And as far as legs back, that's about it. The back of her thigh hits her buttocks. You've got double jointed knees that get up to there. And you've got a swivel just below the knee. Feet go down that far. They go up that much. And you've got some swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories, there's the little knife that she comes with. Same on both sides. Nothing special. And as far as the other one, the standard release, same knife, just a slightly different color. And there's the blaster pistol that she comes with. And again, I could not find a name for this thing. The handle, I did find a picture of her holding it. The handle kind of looks like an old German Luger. And then, of course, they stuck a different barrel on it and stuck a scope on it. And that's what the other side looks like, just more of the same, just gray plastic, but it's a pretty neat little weapon. And that's what the standard release one looks like. It's silver. This one is just gray. And there's a look at the heavy blaster, it's almost an RT97C. It's a little bit different. I did find a picture of an RT97C. So this one has a stock on it, and it has a handle on it, where the pictures that I saw, it's got a scope instead of this thing, but it's a cool weapon. In fact, this weapon was modeled after the German MG-15 machine gun that I think was produced in the 30s and then, of course, used in World War II, I believe. If anybody's watching this that knows that for sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that is the date range. But it's definitely a cool looking weapon with the dual drum magazines, and yeah, it just looks beefy. So this thing came with a strap, but just being in the package, this thing has so much memory, it's kind of stuck like this. I took it off, and I've been sort of stretching it to see if I can get rid of all this memory. But it was so unruly, I just took it off. But I think it looks fine without it. And there's the one that came with the standard Black Series release. Same weapon. This strap is much more manageable. As you see, it just hangs nice. The stock is a different color, whereas this one is a little more of a, more brown. This one, kind of a reddish brown. This one's more of a flat brown. The grip is a different color. And they actually painted the barrel silver on the Black Series release versus the Credit Collection. I guess they used all the paint that they had on the figure, and they just left the rifle just solid gray. And there's a look at the Imperial Credit that this Cara comes with. It's just a hunk of plastic. There's nothing on the other side, but you got the Arabesh letters ROWE, and I'm saying redeemable only within the Empire. Yeah, someone said that they had heard that, and I'm sticking with it. I kind of like that. Yeah, but that's what those are, ROWE. Yeah, but that's it. All right, so let's see how Cara holds her weapon. So in the right hand, the knife is very, very loose. You tip her upside down. It's a little tighter than I thought it was, but it doesn't really stay. You got a lot of wobble there. So let's see about the left hand. So the left hand's a lot tighter. That looks pretty good. That's not coming out. And I think it's a pretty good look. Just hold the knife up like that. And for knife storage, there's a little slit in the boot right there that just goes in. And that's as far as it goes. You still have a little bit of the blade showing, but yeah, at least it's in a nice safe spot. And for the blaster pistol, let's see how that goes in the right hand. It's a little loose, but once it's in, it's in. The trigger finger almost makes it to the trigger guard. Let's see if I can sort of finagle that in there. Almost. It's still not going to fall out. Yeah, but you know, that's a pretty good look right there. And of course, you can tip the wrist up a little bit, have her firing from the hip, and I think that's a pretty good look. So next, let's see how the holster works. So that goes in there. The scope will go on the outside. The strap wants to get in the way, but there we go. Yeah, so scope goes on the outside, and pegging this back in. Oh, that actually pegged back in first try. Absolute miracle. Yeah, that looks really good holstered. Yeah, I like that a lot. And let's see how the big old blaster rifle goes in on this one. So that sits in there like that. Yeah, trigger finger, it's there. It's almost there. Now, of course, I doubt you would fire a weapon like this with one hand, but she does hold that very well with one hand. And as far as two-handed aiming, the length of the stock is a little longer compared to the length between her elbow and her hand. So you can't quite get the stock here, like at her shoulder. And I think her breast assist might be in the way. Yeah, you can't get that rifle there, but from the side, I mean, that's not too bad. From the front, it looks a little funny, but from that side, it's not too bad. But you know, I think having it low like this also looks really good. You know, just laying down some suppressive fire, you know, that's a nice pose. And that's what it looks like from the left side. What a good looking figure. And of course you can have the left hand on the handle like that, which also looks pretty good. And as far as scale, there she is next to IG-11, just in case you're not familiar with this figure. So that's how she scales with that. That's how she scales with Mando, a little bit shorter. And the other one is here. Obviously it's the same figure. So that's how she scales with Paz Vizsla. So she's a little bit smaller, and there's regular Mando. And yeah. Good looking figure. I think both of them look so good on the shelf, especially that one. I mean, those colors just look amazing. Yeah, so overall, I am super happy to have this one. I mean, this is a really, really good looking figure. It's got pretty good articulation in the arms. It's got 3 accessories. It's got a blaster pistol, this big old thing, and a knife. I mean, you can't beat that. The paint is fantastic on this thing. The face looks good. I'm totally digging this green and this purple. I mean, that just looks, yeah. But this green up here is just awesome. I mean, what a beautiful green. I like that this is a little bit darker on this one. The belt, this red just pops. I mean, front and back. I mean, it just looks really, really good. Nice texture. I mean, it's just a really, really good looking figure. And I'm super happy to have both of them. I mean, this is probably one of my favorites. It's kind of a silent favorite, but from day one, I have just loved the Cara Dune figure. And this one, just, it's a great figure. So happy to have it. But please comment below. I would love to hear from you guys and share your thoughts on this, well, this Credit Collection Cara Dune, as well as just the Credit Collection as a whole. Do you like it? Do you think it's just silly? You know, do you think some are good, some are okay? I don't know. Just let me know below. I would love to hear from y'all. And if you like Star Wars The Black Series, please consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. And please turn on notifications because I'm always posting something. And I would certainly appreciate it. And I just thank you guys so much for watching. And we'll see y'all next time.